Welcome to Paint and Breathe number 49. How the heck are ya? This is so cool that I've almost done 50 lives over here on YouTube so far. I do really wish I'd kept track of all of my lives since I started. That would be a neat number to know. How's everybody doing? We are gonna continue to work on this chest of drawers. Miss Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Miss Audrey is curled up under my bed and is showing no signs of coming out to hang out with us tonight. So it might just be us. But I'm happy to have you here. We have got the front done, the side done, the top almost done, and then we have the other side. So I have a couple different things that I want to do tonight, but we'll make some progress. Hi, Gabrielle. Hi, Cara. Hi, Tina. How you guys doing? How was your day? What'd you get up to? Debbie. How you doing? Mom's doing okay. She's having a rough few days. She's been having a lot of pain again. A couple years ago, she had a torn tendon in her shoulder, and it had kind of seemed to have gotten better. And now it's really, really bad again. So unfortunately, she's really struggling. We have doctor's appointments with her cardiologist and with her family doctor on the 2nd and 4th of July. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that one of them will, well, I know the cardiologist is just going to hopefully just sign off and make sure everything's okay. We've got a couple other things to talk to him about, but hopefully the family doctor will get her in for an ultrasound or something. She saw a surgeon at one point, so I'm interested to see if that might be something that we have to look at going forward, but we shall see. How are you doing today, Tina? Your day went good, Carl? Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. All right, give me 2 seconds, you guys. I feel like I am forgetting something, so I'll be right back. Nope, we're good. All right, so a couple things that I want to do before we get going any further. I'm still not sold on these lines of dots for the border. So I've got a couple little test pieces, and I thought we could try a couple different things, which is what I should have done in the first place, right? I should have tested the ideas out before I just slapped them on a canvas, you know. But I figure maybe we'll test a couple things out and play around with a couple ideas. So we're going to start there tonight. Yeah, we'll go from there. Hi, Lay. Twice a day. I'm so glad you like the twice a day ones. That's good. Got another one tomorrow. You're stuck with me. Ooh, some chocolate chip cookies. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a couple of lines and just see. I'm going to draw the width of the border that I want to keep and just try a couple of things. So that's 0.7. And we're just going to test a couple things because I'm just still not sold on it. When I look at it from across the room, the dots disappear entirely. And I don't like that. It looks empty from across the room, and I put it in the shelf that it's going to live in, and kind of just sat down where I normally sit while I'm watching like TV and stuff, or when I'm in my room, just, you know, on my phone or reading before bed or anything. So I could see what the angle was going to look like, what it was going to look like from the angle that I would see it. And I can't see those dots at all. Not at all. When it's on an angle like this, you can see the color, but when it's straight on, it's much harder to see. See how those kind of disappear and those kind of disappear? Even those, it's there, but like, see there? Like, there's dots all along this side, and it looks like they're gone, right? So I want to see if we can come up with something that is a little bit more in your face, I guess, is the words. Lay, you do some painting today? And Tina, how's your projects coming along? I'm gonna try with a different color just to not waste my teal paint. So I'm just gonna clean out the tip of another cone, and we will use this, and we'll do a little practicing here. It's just some ideas. I want to stick with what, like the elements that are already in the painting, but we'll see here. Now, part of me I want to try that, and then we want to try one right down the middle. All right, let's see what we can come up with here. Hey, Gren, how you doing? Hey, Nicole. Yeah, make it more Jamie-ish, exactly. No, not today. We have some workers coming for the fireplace maintenance tomorrow, so I've been organizing and cleaning in preparation. It takes a lot of time and energy. Hopefully everything gets done nice and quickly so you can get back to the fun stuff. All right, I'm just gonna fold down this cone. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hinges. What do you mean? Did I forget what we were talking about again? I know, stupid adulting. Okay, so my thought is completely screwed you over with that word, AT. Oh, I hate when that happens. Now let's try this. Let's go here. Nope, not gonna like this one either. This one would look cool on like a Christmassy one though. Either one of these would look really cool as a border on like a Christmassy design. Anyone doing any painting tonight while we're hanging out? Hey, Kim. I, Nicole, am yet again changing my mind on the border around these blocks, these dots, they don't show up great. And so I've figured, since trying them on the actual piece screwed me a couple of times, I figured I'd draw out some spots and we'll just play and see if we can come up with another new design. I do think this could be really cool, like I said, and then you could throw in like some red and white around it and make like a border. But this is not what I thought it was going to do. Then again, let me think on this one. I think I'm going to take the dots off. If I can find something that I think I'm going to like better, then I very well might. Yeah, I'm not convinced about bigger dots anymore. Because the small dots I wasn't really happy. But yes, you can also use the paint and thin it down to use the tools for sure. Right after I said hello, my phone started. That's okay. Oh, that's weird. Started playing back the other one. But yes, that is definitely a possibility. What if we made this more like that? And what if we did I don't think I want to do solid paw prints around the border. It would definitely make it more solid, but I don't think I want to do that on this one. I think I really like that they kind of fade into the background a little bit. For now, anyway. Let's try this. This is kind of like what I did the first time, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not so thick. What would this look like? Nope, not gonna like that if that's what I do. No, definitely don't like that. Yep, you never know. You never know. We shall see. I'm gonna keep playing and we'll see. It sucks because when I'm looking at it from this angle, I really, really like it. but I'm not going to be at this angle. So what if I did do, let's try, They're doing okay, Kim. Mom's not having a great day. She's having some pain today, but otherwise doing all right. Patty, Patty, Patty. This is more frustrating than I would like it to be. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, so if I'm doing something, maybe that inner drawer could be dots. And then what if, all right, let me try something else here. What if we did this one, and then this one, what if we do it like this? This could be cute. I'm just going to keep going for a minute and see how it looks when there's more of it done. I've thought about leaving it black, but when I had it left black, it looked, so the hard part isn't how it looks up close. Unfortunately, it's how it looks from far away or from the angle that I would be looking at it when I have it in my cabinet. You know? That's the hard part. Now, let me try something else though. So what if we, and the dots just didn't show up. And then when I left it black, when I had it sitting up, I thought it looked really good, but it felt very, very unfinished. So, yeah, let me just, something will click eventually. Nope, not that though. But that's kind of neat. I'm afraid it's going to look really messy though. That's kind of pretty though. Now, what if we did, no, those dots aren't going to show up either. I was going to say, what if we did walking dots? No, I don't like the walking dots. Yeah, I would love to tell you that I could leave it black, but I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, And I promise I'm not trying to be difficult. I promise with your suggestions, because they're all great suggestions. It's just not clicking with what I really had in mind with this piece. And so, yeah, I appreciate the suggestions, and I promise I'm not trying to be contrary. So what if we did more over here? Now that looks like Jack and the Beanstalk, doesn't it? All right, now I need to try it in the actual teal. So far I'm leaning to this one. And then just doing larger dots on the drawer and then doing this on the outside. Hi, Lorna. How's it going? Perfection takes patience. Exactly, Gren. All right, so let's try our teal and see what that looks like with teal. So maybe we will luck out. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, there's a big plug in this cone, though. Hooper, come on, get out. Did I get you? No, you rotten son of a gun. Hold on. I'll bring this in here. I'm trying to get the paint to come out. And there's a plug. There's something blocking this. So I'm just trying to change. Oh, that's better, but it's still not good. Nope, I think I just made it worse. I'm squeezing it like I'm squeezing it way harder than what I should be having to. Like that's just barely coming out. Come on. You rockin' sucker. That's better. Yay. All right. Oh, is that what it is? There's a leak somewhere? Yeah, it must be up here. I figured I had a plug. That's good to know. Thanks, Lay. Oh, Lorna, I'm sorry that things aren't going well. Sending you lots and lots of love. Yeah, that's what happened to my last one, so I'll be ready for it. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. So if we bring that down here. Bring that down here. All right, let me just keep doing a few of these. One. And then here. So I just want to see if I only liked it because it was the green, and make sure that I like it in the teal too. right, bear with me one more second, you guys. All right, so now let's see what happens when I do the little squeakies. Oh, Lorna, so much love going to you. I know. It's okay. I like having paint on my hands still. People are like, oh, do you paint? Oh, yes, I do, actually. Right back at you, Gren. Thanks for sending out that love. All you guys sending out that love. You okay, Tina? Yeah, hopefully you're able to hang out here and have a little bit of a break, Lorna. I don't think that actually goes with this. Well, it might, because it would look a little flowery around the edge. I think I need to make these a little more staggered, though. Looks kind of whimsical. But yeah, if I alternate it a bit, maybe. That's way too big for up there. Crap. Still thinking, sorry. Look at all that love coming in for you, Lorna. Isn't that wonderful? What is that X in a box? Oh, Tina. That was a question mark in a box, I think. All that love. Okay. Let's try one more thing. So if I have to stay nice and close to this line, let's do it here. One more thing. Yeah, it's just that little bit too big. I think it would work on here, but maybe in the drawers and up top here, I don't think it would. So let's try this. I'm glad you like it though, Debbie, because that's encouraging. That's very encouraging. So what if I start big summer blowout? I need to just start a new cone because this is too much of a fight. All right, I'm going to grab one of my other teal cones that's got older paint in it, but just to see if, just for the sake of seeing what we can do here. Oh, you're being a little bitch too. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. So if you go here, let's say you go here. Here. And here. So we are going to go. This paint is so dry. It needs to go back in the bottle and get shook up. Yeah, that was too thick. Hold, please. Let's try again. That one definitely has a blowout. Definitely. Okay, here we go. Turn this around. I'm going to do this right here. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go out here a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's gonna come down like that. And then that's the thing too. I don't want to get the I don't want to lose the paw prints. That's the hard part, right? Maybe I do just need to go larger. Ugh. I don't know if I want to do that. Had to go to my other phone. Phone was using, so I didn't have the paint emoji. Oh, gotcha. It's just showing up on my screen as the square and the question mark. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lorna. I hope you feel better soon. I promise I won't hide the blowout. Yeah, I think it's kind of pretty. All right, so maybe what we will do. All right, let's just see what it looks like with the larger dots. Let's try that. We're going to try it up on the top. Oh, that's a good idea. No, I haven't done that. I'm going to go get some saran wrap there, Nicole. Thank you for that idea. I'll be right back. Hold on one sec, you guys. All right, got the saran wrap. Let's give this a go. Good thinking, Nicole. Ugh. Team effort. All right, I'm gonna move the drawers first. And I'm not gonna redo anything until we try it on the top and see how that does. All right, so I need this. I need this to go up like this. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Right? So clever. Yeah, the bigger ones might be a good idea too. There's not enough room for big ones though. That's the hard part in those corners. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to tape that on to the back and we'll give it a go and see how that works. All right, so then we're going to pull it down tight like this and down like this. All right. I have a feeling actually that I'm not going to be able to do this on an angle. I think I have to set this up here. So let's give this a try. All right, I'm going to bring you up here. Hopefully there's not too much glare, but I definitely can't see the screen. Hi, Deborah. Not perfect. Yeah, no, it's a great idea. I'm glad we're trying this. This is awesome. All right, so let's see. So if I did just larger dots, let's see. One sec. All right, so if I did just larger dots, that is better, isn't it? Than the teeny tiny ones. All right, I'm gonna try and get you guys up on an angle. Yeah, that I can see. All right, we're gonna go with Lay's idea. We're gonna go with the larger dots just on this, and then once I get all of this done, and redo the dots on the drawers and on the other sides. We're not going to do that tonight though. Then we will look at what to do on this front part. I might be able to just do even larger, slightly larger dots, or maybe even the same size. That might even work too. All right, so what I need to do before I do this is I need to put some paint in a new cone, because I'm going to try and reduce the chances of a blowout. So let me find a good cone. They're all good cones, but you know, gotta find the right cone. Let's see. All right, there's lots of good ones in here, but we'll grab that one. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tip off of this one. And we will put this paint in here because this is the newest one. So I'm going to try my best to tape this up really, really good so we don't get another potential blowout. But like we said, if I do get a blowout, I promise to show you. Squeeze every last little bit out of here. The other option as well, like with the other ones, I'm not going to get rid of the paint in it. I'm just going to put it back in the paint bottle. And eventually what I'll do is when it gets really thick in here, I'll probably add in some pouring medium, shake it up again. I don't need to add a ton, but just enough to be able to, oh God, what a mess. Mix it back up a little bit, right? All right, bear with me here. Some paint boogers here. Got to get rid of them first. Wasn't with the cone, but the bottle blew out on me, so at least we've got that. All right, so let's bring this down. I'll bring you down here. All right, let me scroll back. Scrolling back, I'm scrolling back, I'm so sorry. You spell your names the same way, Debbie? That's cool. Oh, Lorna. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so scary. Yeah, are you on oxygen? Is it helping? What do they do for you? Making a quip dip for fresh strawberries. Cream cheese, marshmallow fluff. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Oh my God. That sounds incredible. Oh, I gotta get out and pick some strawberries soon. Tina. Considering they've been in a box for the last 6 months, I haven't exactly helped them stay perfect the way that she made them. Ooh, some cinnamon. That would be good. Have you ever seen, those pepper grinders and the big salt grinders you can get? You can get ones that have cinnamon, chocolate, and sugar in it. So you grind it and it creates a little powder of cinnamon, sugar, and chocolate. I sprinkle that on the top of my strawberry shortcake. Oh, we got to blow up because when I shook the paint, it exploded when I took my lid off. Putting that on your grocery list, Nicole. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Oh, I'm glad it's not your heart. That's good. I definitely don't rather make my own. I pick the ones that I need for perfection on the certain pieces too. And again, they've been in a little box for a while, so it hasn't been exactly conducive to longevity for these poor cones in a box. Yeah, could it be humidity? Patty suggested, Lorna. And do you use compression socks? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Oh, shit. All right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see what we got. I think that's the best fold over I've had in a while. I think. We'll find out though. Doesn't mean it was good, but it's the best one I've done in a while. All right, fold you over, fold you over. Let's grab you and you. Okay, so now we're going to cut the tip off. Just the tip. Just the tip, and then see how it feels. Perfect. All right, we're good. We love you, Lorna. Exactly. You don't worry about that, Lorna. We're here for you, okay? It's probably been a while, Jamie, that you've had to wrap something that small. Not as long as I'd like. Oh, excuse me. Well, Lorna, hopefully hanging out here will allow you to take a little bit of a break and spend some time hanging with us and hopefully just make life a little bit lighter. All right. Now I think I'll tilt it on its side this way. Let's try it, shall we? Move you over here. Move you over here so people can see us. We'll go there. We're gonna start, I think we'll start right up here and we'll work our way down this way. We'll see how it goes. No, I'd prefer not to relive that time in my life, Patty. It's good in its little box in the past somewhere. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Lorna. We're happy to be here for you, to send you that love and let you know we're here. Okay, I can't see shit here. All right. Give me one more second. I just heard a weird noise. One sec. I thought I heard her coughing. This'll brighten up anybody's day. You ready? There she is. Hi, Noodle. Say hello to everybody. She's like, what the hell do you want? Leave me alone. Look at the toes. You good? Yeah? All right. All right. She's content. So we will come back here. All right. I just have to do one more thing. I've got to turn a fan into this room so that I'm getting some air because it's really stuffy. One sec. All right. That should help. We've got a portable air conditioner in the living room and a fan now that sits in front of it that's either pointing into the living room or it's pointing into the studio here. And I'd had it pointing into the living room and it's way too stuffy for that. I know, and she's so cute. She's so happy. Exactly. You're stuck with us, Lorna. Now I think I need to stand this up a little bit higher. All right, let's try again here. I'm gonna move you guys here. Let me pull you guys back. I'll try and get a better quality zoom there that's not quite so stuffy. All right, let's try there and see how that goes. All right. Oh, Lorna, we love ya. Just added another piece of tape to protect against potential blowouts. All right, we ready? Let's try this and see how it goes. Exactly. The more good people with good hearts, the better. I don't know if that's any better. Yeah, it probably is. All right, we're going to keep going. Are you heading out, Gabrielle? Good night. It was good to see ya. Gran said, Lorna just sent you a message on Instagram. Love you guys. I'm jumping around, sending love. Sounds good, Gran. Lots of love to you. These lovely ladies saved me. You're stuck with us too, Nicole. Hi, Steffi. Painting away and listening. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oops. I do think that's a little bit better. Yeah. Lay for the win. She had the right idea. So no shock to you, Steffi. I'm going to be replacing the double line that I did and the line that I did on the front, this one here. I'm going to be replacing it with the thicker dots like this. They were just disappearing and I couldn't see the dots. I know, lay for the win. Oh, I got a bunch more of these sanded the other day. I keep meaning them to bring them in the house. Bring them in from the car so I can base coat some more. I'll have to do that very soon, I think. Whoop. I'll raise you up there a bit. I think I've used almost this entire bottle of paint, of this teal paint on this project, though. All right, so now let's turn this way. And we will come down here and do this one. Well, call me stunned and put a bow on it. I sense some sarcasm, Steffi. Whatever do you mean? What do you mean you're not surprised? All right, now we'll at least see the thunderstorm coming. All right, let's keep going. Oh, good idea. Good idea, Tina. Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it from some different angles. I can see it up there. It kind of disappears a little bit down there, but I don't think it disappears enough. I think it's definitely more visible than those, right? Like you get that on that angle, or you turn it and you can, those dots disappear. Whereas if I do this way, I mean, they still kind of disappear a little, but I don't think they disappear quite as much. What do you think? I think it's a little bit better. You know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. Because it's going to be relatively easy. I'm going to take one of these drawers and I'm going to smudge out, not smudge out, I'm going to scratch out some of this. And then we're going to see what the larger dots look like compared to the smaller dots. So I'll pick a couple spots here and we'll do that. So I'm going to start picking dots off of this. And I am going to do that with a little wooden stick. Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. My primary DNA is sarcasm. Cara, it's storming here. Hope it doesn't knock out the power. Oh, keep my fingers crossed for you. I'm hoping for a power outage maybe after the live and after I have a chance to make some tea. And then curl up with a book. Oh, I think I just saw some lightning off in the distance there. So luckily these pick off really easy. It's actually much easier to do it this way. And then we will do a quick sand and a base coat. And then I will try the bigger dots on this side. And then we can test it out and see how it works for us. I feel like I left sandpaper. I don't know if I still have any here. Did I take it all outside? That would be... Oh, no, but I have a nail file. Good old nail file. Screw sandpaper. It's not storming here yet, but This is our view out there. So I think we're gonna get some thunderstorms pretty soon. We're supposed to get some overnight, and I'm hoping that they just hold off until a little later. Fingers crossed anyway. You're just gonna say that. Storming in Tennessee too. It's severe storming in Alaska too. Yeah, that's really unusual. All right. Good old nail file. Now let's grab our black paint and we'll grab a brush and perhaps the heat gun. You know what? There was some more stuff on here from when I removed some of it the last time. So bear with me. I'm just gonna try and touch a little bit of that up. I didn't do the greatest sanding job on the last bit that I attempted to repair. Let's see if this helps a bit, because if it does, then I'll know to do it for the other sections. And if it does not, then I will not waste my time. Let's see if that helps a little. All right, brush. And we paint. I think it's going to work for that other spot that I sanded before and it turned out so cruddy. So that part that I resanded, I think that's going to look better already. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for a sec. And we'll go here. Wish it was thundering here. We're burning dry. Oh, that's not good. I wish you'd get some rain. Right? Everybody in the chat's getting a thunderstorm. How you doing, Tracy? What's new and exciting? I hope so too, Cara, and for you too. Ohio too, Deborah. Wow. Tracy, have you searched remote jobs in your area and surrounding area? And Cara, you're in Michigan, right? Is that right? She's here, Steffi, Patty. From the chat where it never storms. Nicole, but Colorado got a tornado last week. Plains probably. Oh. No way. Small world, eh? All right. So if this section works out well, then we will try one of the side sections too, on the side of the drawer where I really, again, lost that visibility, right? Like when I look at it, it really doesn't stand out well at all. So we're going to try that again. But we'll see what this one looks like first. And hopefully we will be good here. Enjoying painting today? Lovely. Sorry for what? It's all right. We were supposed to be in Michigan in the morning, but postponing until after the heat wave. Yeah. Hopefully. Sunny in Southeast Texas, hot and humid. Yuck. Didn't hear that about the tornado. It's crazy. Patty, I miss it. Looked every day. Some will come. Yeah, it'll come. When the timing is right. All right. So let's go here. I love how you can put dots so close together with coning, with the good thick paints. There's my blowout. You're welcome. We knew it would happen. Right up in the top corner. And right down here. All right, so I'm going to grab some more tape. And we'll try again. Let's see if it's salvageable. I'm going to duct tape this bad boy up so that no paint's getting through there until I squeeze it too hard and it happens again. Which we know it will, right? Like, we know that. All right. We'll give this a shot. Oh, nope. Now it's splurting out the bottom. Crapola. Excuse me. I'm scrolling back. Jamie, all likely you Canada is in August. Excellent. Oh, I'm excited. That's gonna be awesome. Can't wait, Steffi. All right. Oh, God. I said big summer blowout. All right. I'm just going to go wash my hands really quickly. I'll be right back. And then I'll touch my screen and catch up on comments. I'll be right back. All right, hands are clean. Audrey gets a snack. And let's try this again. I know, I have to go take a shower. It's terrible. Nicole, I watch Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube, and I'm self-professed weather nerd. That's awesome. Ran to Hobby Lobby and got cellophane. Excellent. Very nice. Yeah, did you see it this time, Tina? That'll make you excited to try it, eh, Steffi? Excellent. You saw it, Tina. Good. Not too late to back out. All right, let's try this again. Let's try again. It'll be fine. All right. I'm not putting any more in here. I'm scared to. No, I'll put a bit more in. All right. 1. I think I overfilled this one. I think that's my problem. Well, part of my problem. All right, we'll find out if this one's going to be any better. I doubt it. We'll give it a shot anyway. Barb. Hi, Barb. All right. How's it going? It's good to see you. All right. All right, let's continue and we'll see how long until the next blowout. All right, let's try again. I did decorate my cone holder so pretty, didn't I? All right, let me scroll back. Mine says basket wrap. Yeah. 50 square feet of it. Yeah, you should be good. Closing my eyes so nothing would go wrong. I appreciate the thought. Yeah, just not shrink wrap. Barb, if you didn't come tonight, I was going to message you. Wellness check. All right, let's see what we can do here. If we can have a little bit better luck. All right. I'm going to raise it up like this, and I'm going to move you guys to there. Oh, shit. Shit. All right, well, I'll fix those two after. I feel like that's better if it wasn't for those two that went all fucky. So let's try. That's better, easier to see, guys? And I'll just fix those two, the one in there, after they dry. I'll pull one of those off. Actually, I lied. Let's pull it off now. Let's just do it now, because why not? So let's pull you two off, and you. All right, now I should be able to fix that little smudge. I don't know if this brush is gonna, yeah, it should be good. All right, let's try again. Haven't blown out my cone yet, though. Yeah, it's totally rigged. Stealing your husband's drill bit holder for cones. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a really good idea. Hi, Lorna. Welcome back. Yeah, won't even notice for a while. Might as well make him use his drill to make a few holders for you. Yeah, and a piece of wood. I feel like this is better. So let's do... Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot better. I think that's actually going to be a lot better. All right, so let us then Let's take a bunch of these dots off. Because I think this is going to be the good one. Bing, bing, bing. It's quite satisfying picking all of these off. Yes, I could use a tool for it, but this is much more enjoyable. The holes in the holder that I have are 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter diameter. All right, so we pull that off. Now the repair did seem to work fairly well too. On the rest of the background, so I'm going to do that here too. I'm just using a nail file. All right. I wonder if it would be easier to... Yeah, that's faster. Get stuck under my fingernails either. This is just the flat end of one of my stir sticks that I use. Oh, that's much easier. Only slightly less fun. All right. Nail file. All right, let's continue. And I'm going to scroll back because I know I'm behind on comments. I'm so sorry. I'm on the TV with your dog watching. Barks when she sees Audrey. Oh, you were talking to Gran? Okay. Very nice. Yeah, you could totally get Juicebox Guy to do that. I'm telling my TV, watch your thumb. It's so hard to not talk to the TV, right? Well, shit, that's a good idea. I know, right? We totally need Lay in charge to say, all right, guys, you're going to sit down and this is what you're going to do. All right, nail file again. Oops. Nail file really does work great. right. 2 more. How's it going, Darlene? How are you? Hi, lovely. Lay for president. We feel it's better, but we don't get used to it because it'll be gone if you don't connect with it. So we're like, yeah. Yep. Steffi, we want to see the campaign posters for Lay. Yeah, definitely, right? You're welcome, Tracy. Get laid. Want a new president, get laid. Best campaign slogan ever. I'm in. Easiest choice ever. All right, I'm still scrolling back. I'm so sorry. I'm still behind. I'm so behind. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Do not consent to that. It's great to see you too, Darlene. And I'm so sorry. Every time the comments refresh automatically on their own, so it always keeps scrolling. I'm so sorry. You're gonna get blocked. Nah, you're fine. Can't do any worse than the current one. Exactly, Tracy. Yeah, got rid of consent in the US, right? It's fine. We'll just deport you. Oh my God. Debbie, what's your news? Here you go, and you'll bring snack. Yes, we want to hear the news, please. It's okay, Darlene. It happens. You met Tara today. She hand delivered your order of her new colors. Oh my God, how cool was that? Oh, that's so nice. Was it wonderful? How far is she from you? That is so freaking cool, Debbie. Have you played with the new colors yet? I'm still scrolling back. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trying to catch up a little bit. I know, right? So cool. So jealous. Hi, Asia. Been out for a while, but showered, and now time to get the kids ready for bed. Oh, we'll keep you company. Yeah, the real Tara. Deserted Bliss official. Yeah, it is. That's so special, isn't it? You're doing fantastic, Darlene. That's wonderful to hear. I'm so glad. Oh, Car, did you make your chocolate chip cookies? Wouldn't that be so fun? 25 minutes, but her dad lives close to you. That's so close. That's so nice. That is awesome. Your kitten fell in love with her, I bet. That's so fun. Steffi deported to New Zealand. Yes, please. I'll New Zealand for me too, please. I'll get a job at Hobbiton. I'll dress up in a hobbit costume all day. I would totally do that too. Like, I'll keep painting, but I'm going to be at Hobbiton most days. Maybe they need a resident Hobbit artist. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. One more to go. We'll pull this section off. Well, so it didn't make quite the progress that I was hoping to, but I am incredibly pleased that I think this is going to do a little bit better for the border. And I promise I'm still going to keep catching up on comments. Just bear with me a minute. All right, let me scroll back. Yeah, chocolate chip cookies sound good. I've had some chocolate chip cookie dough in my fridge for so long, thinking that I was going to make them, and I just keep eating the cookie dough. It says right on the package that you can eat it raw or cooked. So I'm like, well, let's just cut out the middleman here. But there's nothing better than the smell of cookies cooking. Oh, we took a toe off over here. Uh-oh. Immediately when I took my toe off. It's funny with the things that our brain thinks about, right? Because immediately when I took the toe off there and said that, my brain went, "We have a piper down. Repeat, a piper is down." Anybody else seen that movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers? It's from that. Anyways, you're still fangirling. That's so cool. Are they awesome, Debbie? You're playing with them now? How awkward was it? Were you guys like so shy? Jamie looks down 1 minute and misses an entire book. I know. It does. It refreshes that fast, though. Was she on her way to her dad's? Not yet. Still waiting for the storm to pass. Good call. There will be Hobbit Lobby. Exactly. Oh, nice. Just like she is online. That's wonderful. I know, the amputated toe beam. The issue with the dots that we're scraping off is that they were not really visible, being so small. And so we're making them larger here. Instead of the skinny 2 lines of dots, we're making them larger. They were really, really hard to see. They disappeared quickly, kind of like the toe beans disappear quite quickly as well into the background, depending on the angle that you're looking at it from. And when I put it in my cabinet where it's going to live after it's done, because I'm still intending to keep this one, I couldn't see those lines of dots from the angle that I was sitting at. So it made it look like there was all of this blank space that just seemed to almost, to me, it felt like it was sticking out like a sore thumb. So we are redoing once again. And hopefully this will be the last one. But we'll find out. And we've got some cool ideas for some of the other ones. I think that when it's such heavy-bodied paint, you need to either move the paint like in the swoops or make it a little bit larger sometimes to really have the color stand out. And that probably has to do with certain paints as well, right? The metallics are potentially a little more, I would guess, more prone to that. So yeah, we're just pulling those 2 rows of dots off now and painting back over, and then I will do the new dots. I just like to make sure you guys don't get bored, so, change things up a bunch of times, show you more options. It's totally intentional. But I'm totally fine with being this picky because I'm really looking forward to keeping this piece and being able to look at it every day and to use it every day. So I'm totally good with being this picky. And like I said, it's given me lots of ideas for the next ones that I want to do. I bought 10 more of them. So, I might as well. Might as well be able to use some of these ideas for the next one, right? So, yeah, we're just going to keep covering this up. And then we'll redo these dots. So now that I know that I do like it, I am going to do the next section on the top of the cabinet, the chest of drawers first, while this dries in a little bit. And I promise I'll be back to the comments very shortly to catch up. And I don't want to leave a ton of texture behind, so I want to go back over it where I can. It's not going to be perfect again, but you know what? It's okay too. All right, let me turn you this way and let me scroll back. Apparently size matters to Jamie. Tracy, the hilarious thing is were you here when Patty made a very similar comment? I love you guys. You're amazing. Barb, she just likes scraping them. Yeah, it's my new ASMR YouTube channel. That's so wonderful, Debbie. I'm so happy for you. Yes, I'm like chewing noises and we prefer scraping. Exactly. And I think we can tolerate the chewing noises as long as they're not too loud and as long as everybody has snacks. So we really only have to listen to our own chewing. I'll come back in 2 seconds and I'll catch up on the comments. All right, let's scroll back. Maybe she just likes, yeah, I just want a black base coat everything. Who wouldn't love it 20 times? Exactly. The same thing over and over. Base coat it, sand it, do it again, do it again. Love you too, Lorna. I think it'll look cool, eh, Nicole? Keep telling yourself it's all about giving us other options, right? It sounds good. But this makes me realize it's okay to start over again and again. I'm glad that helps. Because it's true, right? You don't have to make anybody else happy with your process, right? And it's something that is going to happen. It's just going to happen. There's going to be some things that you make that you like. There's going to be some things that you make that you don't. And I think that the trick to all of it is being able to look at what we don't like, saying, this is what I don't like about it. This is what I would do differently. Do I want to try right now? Yes or no? And then if the answer's yes, getting to it and trying it. And if the answer's no, or not right now, being able to put it aside and move on for a bit, right? And that's easier said than done sometimes. All right, let me scroll back. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. I kept thinking that I was catching up, but I really wasn't. Tina, Sam, I have to base everything in one day. Yeah. We enjoy seeing you do it, but doesn't mean we will. I'll still sometimes just get rid of it. Absolutely. Went back to black several times. Yep, it's just something that happens, right? Some things you turn and walk away from. Some things, we've all chucked stuff in the dumpster, right? And some stuff, we leave it aside, we try again, and there's no wrong answer for any of those things. You do what it is that feels good to you and makes you happy with what you're doing. Everything else is, in my opinion, irrelevant. Right? Of course it matters that you're painting things that people like, right? But you have to be okay with going through those experimentation phases, and sometimes they last a little longer than we would prefer. Right? All right, let me scroll back. Like your vortex. Yes, exactly, Steffi. Who saw Tara's chewed up piece of art? Oh no, what happened? The dog ate her homework. He gave up on vortex. I did too, honestly, Tina. Have to stop missing stuff. You know, they worked hard at that. I saw it, Steffi. It was pretty before they got a hold of it. Did they both get at it? Imagine doing that on a 20-hour piece. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Prefer to swipe your dinner more. Oh, Lorna, no. Oh no, do you have to call someone in to take care of them and relocate them? All right, I'm going to do the last few dots on this first row that we did here, and then we will move on. We'll go back to the top of the entire cabinet and do another row there. All right, bear with me. All right. So we'll let that dry for a bit, and we'll bring this back this way. And all right, so now we go here and off we go, off to the races. I'm scrolling back, sorry. Steffi, I can just hear the music, Dumb Ways to Die, because you'd go and cuddle the raccoons. I totally would. I would too, 100%. You're like, oh, but they're so cute. Look at their little hands. Steffi, I put aside, then get out of bed at 3 a.m. abruptly to try again. Yes, that is another vital part of the process that people are not always aware of. Well, now that I've done all of this, I don't want too many paw prints on it, because I still have to put something in between the paw prints. Never chuck stuff in the dumpster. The guilt would kill you. Really? Oh, yuck. One of 3 babies is vicious. Oh, no. That sucks. Yeah, maybe they can trap them. Had to ignore the guilt of throwing things away coming from a hoarder family. I have my limits. Can't keep feeling guilty about everything. Well, there is that, too. Actually, I'm going to turn this way. Yeah, we'd thought of that with the paw prints, but I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it on this one. But you never know. Maybe I'll do this and I'll change my mind again someday. Anything is possible. All right, so let's go here. Even if I did this size dots at in 2 rows, if I feel that this is not enough, I can always just do a second row. Nice and close to this one. All right. I think I did those bigger than the other ones though. Crap. That's the other problem, is when you do the dots 2 different sizes. But let's see. I think we're okay for now. All right, let's go back to the drawer for now. And we'll do some more on here and see how this looks. You know what, on the drawer where I haven't done too much, I think I'm gonna do the second row just to see how it looks. And then we'll use that as another tester. Once these dry off, we'll have another look maybe tomorrow. Lay, we moved like 25 times, so I learned to donate and toss like a rock star. When the military moved us to Alaska, we had to get rid of almost half our things. Oh my gosh, that'd be a lot. Been living in the same house for 27 years, so running out of space. It builds up fast and easy, right? Natural talent for the art of stacking. Exactly. Everything's a Tetris game. You like the bigger one, Steffi? Yeah, the big with small and 2 rows could work too. Let's try 2 big and see. Oops. Oh, I think I like that better. Getting out, TPC, getting out for a run before the rain starts. What do we think of that? Is that a little bit better? I'm going to try something. Bear with me for a minute here. We're going to just experiment a little bit more because, I mean, why not, right? Why not? All right, we're going to try one other thing. And then tomorrow, when we hang out, we'll see the result of this and see how it goes. So bear with me for a sec here. One sec here. Oops. I got a plan. Well, I've got an idea anyway, and then we'll see if the idea works. And if it doesn't, we'll continue on with this tomorrow. All right, hold on here. All right, where is the brush that I would like? I would like my, yes, this one. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to try a brush stroke, and we'll see how it looks in comparison. If I like it, I'll end up taping it off. To get nice crisp lines, but we're just going to try it for now. Just figured I'd do this and let's have a look and see what it looks like. All right, let's. That looks kind of nice with the solid stripe, doesn't it? I think it might be better than the dots. All right, let me scroll back. I'm scrolling back. I'm so sorry. Reach the ceiling by now, Lay. Or you could just purge and give them to me. There you go. Yep, that's what Patty did. It worked. I love it. I'm so grateful. Inset the eye. What? Good night, Tracy. It was great to see you. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Sending you lots of love and a huge hug. I sense some scraping happening. Yep. Yeah, when it gets to the next one, there won't even be any thinking about it, right? Or sticking hands in wet paint. Can smell the scrape coming. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. YouTube hours are up to 1974. My goal is 4,000, so we are almost at 50%, which is kind of funny because tomorrow's YouTube Live will be Paint and Breathe number 50, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think if I can tape that off and I'll get a nice clean line there, I think that'll make a big difference. And then I can block that off on all of them. I think that's probably going to work out a little bit better. You like it? Yeah? Yeah, from a distance, it's almost the same effect. And then when we turn it this way, it's just a little bit... Yeah, I like the solid look. I think I'm going to go for the solid look. I think I will. Yeah, it looks crisp. Yeah, I think it's going to do good. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Darlene, Tina, and Cara, and Lay, and Steffi, and Lorna. You want 10? I'm so glad you like it. That's the hard part, though, Lay, right? It's trading off that texture that just doesn't feel right. It just feels like I'm doing something wrong, you know? Goodbye, Kim. Have a wonderful dinner. It was wonderful to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me for tonight. Yeah, it does look crisp, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. All right. Yep, more scraping to come. And you know what? I'm going to actually put... What we're going to do is we're going to, for the last couple of minutes, I'm going to grab all of these older cones of the teal paint, and we're going to dump them back into here, and I'm going to dump this into here so we don't waste any of it. And then we will call it a night for tonight. But we'll get this back in here because a little pouring medium, and these paints are going to be just fine. All right, number one. And I can get rid of some of these old cones that have the blowouts. And I'll do some more scraping at another time to maybe see if I can get ahead of it before the next live. Will this one blow out? This one blew out. It's like milking a cow. Ew. And then the paint medium that I have in the little container here isn't gonna even make a dent in this paint as far as changing the consistency, so it's safe to chuck it in there. And then when I give the paint a shake the next time, it'll just mix in there anyway. All right, there, and you go in here. All right. I feel like that's good for tonight. How you guys doing? Here's another quick look. So I will peel off dots, repaint, get lines drawn, and get it taped for, with any luck, maybe I'll get it done before the live tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. I love you guys to bits. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm just going to scroll back and catch up. I'm so glad you like the solid. That's awesome. Is the center design? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think this frames it really nicely. I'm really happy with that. So simple. Who knew? I know, all that wasted paint, eh? All right, we're going to call it a night, you guys. I love you to bits. Right back at you, Nicole. You're awesome, too. Yeah, me too. That felt good. I love you guys. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Hugs to you too, Tina. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Love you to bits. Good night, Lorna. Good night, Tina, Steffi, Cara, Lay, Debbie, Barb, Deborah. Tomorrow is 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. I also have an all members Patreon live tomorrow. So whether you are a paid member of Patreon or a free member of Patreon, there's a live for everybody tomorrow evening from 7 till 9. If you are not already a member of my Patreon, the paid membership is where we do the workshops. But the free membership, I do 2 exclusive lives there a month and kind of share some of the projects we're working on for the workshops and other stuff too. So if you're around and want to come, that would be lovely. Yeah, I think that's a really good call too, Steffi. It would be a really good one for the tissue box border. Darlene, lots of love to you. It was so good to see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that would probably look really nice. Good night, Lorna. Good night, Asia. Good night, Lay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Be good. And I will see you soon. Bye.